I have a full-on phobia of pregnancy. It absolutely petrifies me. I will lose it if I have to touch a pregnant belly or even be near somebody pregnant. One of my most traumatic experiences was last year when I attended a baby shower. Everyone thought it would be funny if I went and touched her pregnant belly.
Just do it!
The moment I touched her stomach, I literally wanted to crawl out of my skin. My coworkers were planning to pour water under her legs as if her water broke. I heard the water and her scream. I ran out of the room as fast as I could. I think my pregnancy phobia started when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I had a gymnastics teacher who was pregnant, and it made me very uncomfortable to be around her. One of my biggest triggers is when a friend tells me they're pregnant. I'll literally just sit right down, and I'm like, oh God, why? I find myself having panic attacks. When people ask me if I'm ever going to get pregnant, I am filled with anxiety. To avoid my own pregnancy, I tend to date older men who don't want kids of their own. I have already asked doctors to get my tubes tied, and I was told that I was too young. Most women want to get pregnant, but absolutely not me. Makes me feel like a freak.
This is really a gripping issue with you, right?
This is more than a gripping. It is 100% not funny. I take this, what people see on cameras and in pictures, it looks funny, but deep down inside, I'm crawling out of my skin. I actually had a mental breakdown upstairs about this because I'm serious about this. It's not a joke to me.
And last night at the hotel, you might know, the clerk was pregnant, right?
Yes, I did. I ignored her.
Yeah, and so I know everything.
Oh, of course you do.
But
I get so lucky.
what I want you to understand is I've never had this, obviously, but I've dealt with a lot of people with just paralyzing phobias.
Mm-hmm.
And I get how serious and disruptive to your life this is. It is not a joke to me.
Good.
And I understand that even though people may say, oh, come on, that to you, it can disrupt your job, your relationships, your ability to get through the day. It can cause you to not be able to function, and it's miserable.
It's absolutely miserable.
Do you have a sense of origin for this? I mean, you talked about a gym teacher back in grade school, but there was nothing particularly traumatic about that.
No, right. It wasn't really traumatic, and I was like 6. So
You talked about seeing a video in school.
I didn't even watch it.
You took off.
Yep.
So you were traumatized before that.
Yes.
So it couldn't be that. What do you attribute this to?
I can't pinpoint it, and I don't know why I can't pinpoint it, because if I could, I would try to work in my brain how to fix it and do what I can, but I can't pinpoint it.
Yeah. And when you think about yourself getting pregnant, what do you think?
I can't even fathom it. I can't.
So what do you want? What do you want to happen?
I would hate to say it this way, but I want to be cured. I want to be excited. I want to be happy. I don't want to cry anymore behind closed doors by myself. I want to stop looking like a fool.
Yeah. Well, and you don't look like a fool to me. And I think if people would stop long enough to hear what happens and how paralyzing this can be, they would not be so judgmental about it. Let me ask you, how many of you here think you have some kind of a phobia about anything? Germs, snakes, spiders, heights? Raise your hands really high. Okay, now let me ask you, how many of you have it to the degree that if you're triggered, it's absolutely paralyzing to the point of a panic attack where it's like, oh my God, I can't go on. Okay, fewer hands, but still quite a few.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah, it's not rare. It's not just you.
Right.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.